since I started talking about womb work and how it's changed me, some of you guys have asked what I do as how I connect to my womb. I just started this work about 5-ish weeks ago, and it's already changed my life. So the first thing I did to connect with my womb is I started talking to my womb. I would put my hand on my womb in a triangle position, downward triangle, and put my hand on my womb like this. And I would breathe into my womb. I imagined myself breathing in and then breathing out to my womb. And then I started talking to my womb, acknowledging her, asking her for forgiveness, talking to her. Just, I've never even had a conversation with my own womb before. That's how I started. And this video might be like kind of all over the place because I'm going to just share with you guys what I've been doing so far. I'm going to share with you guys what I've done already, and then also what I do every day. Okay, so the first thing to start connecting with your womb is just to acknowledge your womb. Start talking to her, checking in with your womb throughout the day. Set aside, even if it's 10 minutes, to connect with your womb each day. And if you can't, for whatever reason, do that, even just throughout the day, putting your hand on your womb, breathing into it, being intentional with your connection to your womb. And now ask your womb questions. Whatever, you may not hear an answer right away. You may hear the answer right away, but ask your womb questions. What can I do to have a life where I feel safe, or whatever it is? Where do I need to clear? What in my womb do I need to clear? Allow that information to come through, because that is very valuable information. Our wombs are, whenever we experience any type of pain, any type of anything, if we don't process those emotions, they get stored into our body and they get stored into our womb. So acknowledging that your womb has carried pain, your womb has carried stories, your womb has carried so many things, not only in your life, but in your mother's life, your grandmother's life, your great-grandmother's life. Like, it's all connected in the womb. So start by acknowledging the womb, talking to the womb, what it is you need to clear from the womb, any limiting beliefs. For me personally, it was a lot of safety and a lot of relationship stuff. All the relationships in your life are mirrored to your own relationship with yourself. So whether your relationship with money, your relationship with your body, your relationship with your health, your relationship with safety in this life, your relationship with your creativity, your relationship with your inner child, your relationship with anything, it's all a mirror with your relationship with yourself. So check in your womb and ask, how's my relationship? What can I do to have a better relationship with myself? So ask questions. Allow the answers to come through. They may not come right away, but they will come eventually, or they may come right away. Another thing I would do is I sit on the earth, on the ground. It doesn't have to be outside, but even better, outside in a park, by a tree, whatever it is, and I envision the roots of the earth going up my yoni into my womb, and allowing that connection to reflect each other. Our wombs are a direct portal to this life and to the spirit world. So grounding in it, in the earthly realm, is very important, because without this earthly realm, we wouldn't even have this womb. So that. Another thing I would do is lay in a tub of water. It doesn't even have to be a tub of water. It could be in a pool, it could be in the ocean, it could be anything, but lay in water with preferably your legs open. So what I would do is I would lay in my bathtub and open my legs, and I envision, this is for clearing. If you want to clear your womb, okay, you don't have to do this to clear your womb. You could simply declare clearing in the womb, but water, this really helps with clearing, I think, in the best way. So laying in a body of water, for me it's the tub, with my legs open. I envision the water to be healing water going into my yoni, washing away any impurities from my womb, any pain, any where I said yes when I wanted to say no, anything that is hindering my growth or my true self to come through. Just clearing the room with this water. And also breathing, again, always having this placement on the womb. Breathing into the womb. Imagining your breath going all the way down to the womb and filling it up. So my last way I connect with my womb, not my last way, I'm always connecting with my womb. It's as simple as literally putting your hand on your womb throughout the day. You don't even have to do all this. Just start doing this, start talking to your womb, start acknowledging your womb, start asking her questions. But this meditation is one that I've been doing every day that has changed really my life. But I pretty much lay down, have my legs open, but I do it in a butterfly position, so my soles of my feet together and my knees out. And then again, I place my hand on my womb and I breathe into my womb. I saw this meditation on YouTube. I'll link the video below. I put my own twist on it, but this is where I got the idea from, this beautiful shaman. Start by breathing into your womb, right? And then you imagine yourself walking into your womb. What do you feel? What do you see? Is it dark? Maybe it's a crystal. Maybe it's a color. Maybe there's no color. Maybe there's water. Maybe there's moss. You know, whatever it is that you're allowing yourself to tap into. My womb was made out of labradorite crystal. And when I first saw it, I thought I had like murkiness. And then I realized, no, my womb is just nice and dark and full of labradorite crystal. But you know, your womb is dark, your womb is cozy, your womb is at the perfect temperature. Imagine yourself, you know, walking into your womb. And then for me, I've been utilizing this technique where I envision different trees for different aspects in my life in my womb. And whenever I want to connect, well, every day I'm connected to my womb, I'm going inside my womb and I'm looking at these trees and watering these trees and giving these trees thanks. So for example, I have my first tree is my money tree, my safety tree, and it's a huge pine tree. Yours might look different. Every tree of my areas of my life look different. So my pine tree is super tall. It's gold and green. And when I first saw it, it was super tall, but barely any leaves on there. And all the leaves were made out of money. And now, since I've been doing this work, the leaves are overflowing. I look on the floor from the bottom of the tree where the roots are at, and there's even money laying on the ground, coins laying on the ground. And I pretty much envision myself watering the tree every day. And if I ever want to visualize a certain thing, like if I want to manifest like a certain amount of money, I'll put my hand on the tree and I'll let my imagination visualize a scene that I want to create in terms of that area of my life. Okay, and then I move on. Then I have a career and a purpose tree. You know, allow yourself to get creative with whatever it is that is being shown to you in your womb if you choose to do this meditation. My career and purpose tree is pink, orange, and gold, and it's like a beautiful, it's not a pine tree, I don't even know what kind of tree it is. It's like an oak tree or something, and it's vibrant and tall, and the leaves are upward, and like there's gold hanging, like jewelry hanging from the leaves, and like fabric swaps, and like, you know, like I got really creative with imagining these things, and I didn't even need to like try so hard, they just came to me. Again, I watered my tree, I imagined myself watering each tree. Then I have a home tree, and that tree is white and gold. It has moss and it's romantic and it's like huge and vibrant, whatever. Then I have a community friendship tree, and then I have a divine union tree. So I have a tree for each areas of my life. So what I do, I sit in meditation, legs open, imagine myself crawling through my womb, allow myself to sit in the womb for a little bit, breathing in to the womb, just listening to the womb, if there's any messages my womb has for me, if I have no questions for it, if I have no concerns for it. And then I imagine myself giving gratitude to each one of these trees, spending time in each one of these trees, allowing each visualization to come through for each one of these trees and giving it thanks and watering each one of these trees, areas of my life. I realized the other day that I don't have a tree in my womb for myself. So acknowledge that the next time I do my womb meditation, I will be adding that beautiful tree. What else? You're gonna see how you're less in the mind and more in the body. You have less fear. You're gonna see that you're not as anxious with not knowing what's coming next. You're gonna see how you're more present, more feminine, and you're able to really flow with life. And yeah, it's honestly been quite transformational for me, and I've only done this work for 5 weeks. I'm committing to this for the rest of my life, and I can't wait to see it. And then some other things you could do is like drink cacao, you know. I would say like try, and if you meditate every day, try to bring your meditation down to your womb, especially as a woman. I'm not saying that meditation is a waste of time, because it's not, but if you bring that meditation down to your womb, you're going to see faster transformations. Because really, when you're in meditation, you're just observing your thoughts, right? You're observing your thoughts. When you drop down into the womb, you're able to like have more control of your conscious awareness. Does that make sense? You're not so in your head, so you're not needing to observe your thoughts. You're so present, connecting with your womb, that you're able to hold certain visualizations or certain thoughts or certain questions, whatever it is, a lot longer than if you were just meditating from up here, from these higher chakras. So another way I connect with the womb is to move my hips in whatever way that they feel like moving in that way, and dancing and being in my feminine energy, somatic movements, like in whatever way. Sometimes I'll even sit with my legs open. Let me lower this a little bit. My legs open, like kind of almost in a child's pose, but upward, and just like move my hips, you know, like whatever way that they choose to move. I like to look in the mirror while I do this and connect to myself, make eye contact with myself, but you don't have to do it. The way my apartment's set up right now, I can't really look in the mirror. And I feel like that is divine for this moment. Maybe I'm not meant to look in the mirror and connect with my physical self, but do it more inwardly and connect to the energy inside of me more. So allow that energy to guide you. I don't know why I'm so out of breath lately. Any new ways of connecting to my womb, you guys will be the first ones to know. Love you guys.